friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Mechanical Engineering Exams Made Simple. Friends, in your AP syllabus for your Assistant Motor Vehicle Inspector Automobile Engineering, we have a 23rd topic. I think that is your control systems. In that, your measuring devices are very important, and also control systems like open system, then closed system. All these things are very important. So in this video, let us see some of the devices and what quantity they are going to measure, starting from R to W. Right. Let us see this radiometer. What a radiometer is going to do? It is going to measure the radiant flux of electromagnetic radiation. Right. Next comes your refractometer. What is this refractometer and what it measures? It is going to measure the sugar concentration of sap and syrup. Right. Next, rheometer. What is this rheometer and what is it is going to measure? It is going to measure what parameter or what quantity it is going to measure. The rheometer is going to measure a response to applied forces. Next, rotometer. What is this? A rotameter, right? It is going to measure the pressure of a liquid or gas in a closed tube. Rotometer where is different and rotometer is also different. Rotometer is going to measure the discharge, but rotameter it is going to measure pressure of a liquid or gas in a closed tube. What is this ruler? We all know that a ruler is or scale. A ruler is normally used for a metallic scale. So this is going to measure the length. And next, seismometer. We all know that earthquakes. So earthquake strength is measured by they are generated. Earthquakes are produced by seismic waves. Yes or no? Now, seismometer is going to measure the strength of seismic waves. For example, earthquakes. Right. Now, spectrometer. What is the spectrometer? Spectra means something related to light. So, it is going to measure the properties of light. It can be anything, any property of the light. Now, spectrophotometer. So, it is going to measure the intensity of light as a function of wavelength. So, spectro means light and photo means something related to wavelength. So, spectrophotometer is going to measure the intensity of light as a function of wavelength. Now, speedometer. So, we know that speedometer is installed on our vehicles, right? It is going to measure the speed or velocity of a vehicle. Sperometer. We have seen that in our intermediate, you must have done an experiment with sperometer also, right? It is going to measure the radius of a sphere. Sphygmomanometer. Manometer is going to measure the pressure, atmospheric pressure, but sphygmomanometer is going to measure the blood pressure. After all, a manometer is going to measure the pressure, but sphygmomanometer is going to measure the blood pressure. So, what is the normal the blood pressure of a healthy person? It is 120 by 80, right? Right. So, strain meter, it is going to measure the seismic strain under the effect of earthquake. So, the materials are going to undergo strain. So, it is going to measure the strain as a result of the earthquake. That is called your strain meter, SWR meter. What is this SWR meter? Standing wave ratio. SWR means standing wave ratio, something related to your waves. Now, tachyometer. So, please be careful about the tachometer and tachyometer. Tachyometer is going to measure the distance. Tachyometer is going to measure the revolutions per minute or RPM or rate of flow, speed of aeroplanes, etc. Tachometer. Now, taximeter. What is this taximeter? So, something like it is going to measure the distance traveled or displacement. So, any taxi is going to undergo some. It is going to make some distance, right? So, it is going to measure the distance traveled displacement. Now, tensiometer. What is this tensiometer? It is going to measure the surface tension. What are the units of surface tension? Newton per meter or energy per meter square. Energy per unit area or force per unit length. Both are same. That is Newton per meter or Newton meter per meter square. That is Newton per meter again. Once again, either it is energy per unit area or it is force per unit length. Both are same. Theodolite. So, civil engineers know this. This is going to measure the measuring the angles in the horizontal and vertical planes. Theodolite. Now, thermometer. We all know that the thermometer is going to measure the temperature, and UV meter, it is going to measure the ultraviolet light. Now, vacuum gauge, very low pressure, below atmospheric pressure. So, what is atmospheric pressure? 1.01325 bar or 760 mm of Hg or 76 cm of Hg or 0.76 meters of Hg. Right. So, So viscometer is going to measure the viscosity of a fluid, and voltmeter the electric potential or voltage of a circuit, electrical circuit. And VU meter, what is this VU meter? It is going to measure the volume unit, either it could be centimeter cube or meter cube or feet cube even. Right, now watt meter, so it is going to measure the electric power in watts. Now finally, weighing scale or weighing bridge, it is going to measure the weight. Okay friends, in this video we have seen very important measuring instruments and the parameter or the quantity they are going to measure. In the next video, we are going to see some more important topics related to your automobile engineering second paper for your APPSC AMVI. Let us meet once again.